All right, good day to everybody. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. You guys know the support is very much appreciated. Indeed, two things. One, gentle reminder as always to remember the YouTube stuff. Hit the likes button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share the content as well if you so desire. Two, ladies and gentlemen, promo code. Don't forget the promo code, ladies and gentlemen. The big dance, June the 6th. June 6th. Make it a date. You cannot be late. The big World Cup qualifier involving the Jamaica Reggae Boyz versus the Dominican Republic. And of course, you guys remember your 10% discount when you use the promo code Formula Sports when you guys are purchasing tickets on the JFF website. Seeing June 6th, the big dance. The big dance, the biggest dance in town. Seeing? Now, we're getting to the Omari Hutchinson situation, right? You guys see the banner, a lot of big clubs interested. What should Omari Hutchinson do? Now, credible reports coming out of Europe is that a lot of top clubs in some big leagues were very interested and well, very impressed rather, I should say, with Omari's performance in the just concluded English League Championship season and are very interested because of his performances. We're talking about clubs from the Eredivisie, clubs from the Bundesliga, clubs from the Premier League, some big clubs. Ipswich Town, wants to continue their relationship with Omari Hutchinson. It look like them even want to do something permanent with Omari Hutchinson. Stuttgart, from what the reports, credible reports coming out of Europe are indicating that Stuttgart is leading the race for Omari Hutchinson's signature at this moment in time. Borussia Mönchengladbach out of the Bundesliga as well. Ajax, Feyenoord, two massive clubs from the Dutch Eredivisie. These are the clubs that have been publicly stated as being heavily interested in Omari Hutchinson. Earlier, well, before the season even ended, going off memory, Omari Hutchinson was saying that he basically wanted to stay at Ipswich. By the amount of interest that has come in for Omari Hutchinson now, it looked like that has kind of complicated the matter to a certain extent, right? All of these top clubs now heavily interested in Omari, and it looked like everybody had tried to sway Omari in their direction. Stuttgart is reported as leading the race, understandably so. I mean, on paper, this looks like from the outside looking in, Stuttgart looks like the best option from my perspective for Omari Hutchinson to go to. The Bundesliga in recent years has become a very happy hunting ground for young English talent. And while Omari is a Jamaican, he's also, English as well, English born. So, yeah, the Bundesliga is where it's at right now for young, very good English talent. You combine that with the fact that Stuttgart is flying under their coach right now. They're doing absolutely brilliantly. Finished in second place ahead of Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga table. That's no joke. They're in the Champions League, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big deal. You combine that with a lot of young English talents leaving the championship at that and going to the Bundesliga to grow, to develop, to get better. Plus, club doing well in Bundesliga right now, it makes a whole lot of sense. And the amount of interest that they have in Omari, and also Omari's his talents, would suggest that he is going to go there and get a lot of opportunity, right? Me personally, I wasn't the biggest fan of him staying at Ipswich, even though they got promoted to the Premier League. I'm not the biggest fan of attacking players playing for just promoted clubs. The biggest reason is that I think that the limited amount of usually attacking players that play for clubs that just get promoted get limited opportunities on the pitch. And I'm not talking about game time, right? I'm talking about the amount of action, the amount of match action, game action that they get game by game. It is very limited. Generally speaking, usually that is the case in comparison to attacking players that play for other clubs in that respective league. So I'm never the biggest fan, especially a young attacker. He needs to get as much game action as he possibly can to develop, to grow, to sharpen and to build on that muscle memory. So I'm not the biggest fan I wasn't, when I heard him saying that he wanted to stay at Ipswich, you know, Ipswich Town in the Championship and Ipswich Town in the Premier League are two different Ipswich Towns, right? Mönchengladbach, I mean, when you look at the Bundesliga interest, obviously the Stuttgart interest would stand out and stand above the Mönchengladbach interest. I mean, credible reports coming out of Europe is that Omari was actually at the last game of the season for Stuttgart, which happened to be against Mönchengladbach. Like, he was actually in the stadium. That's what the reports are saying. And that game never ended too well for Mönchengladbach. They were drubbed 4-0 by Stuttgart. So, just that. I wonder if it's a coincidence that Stuttgart, would have had Omari Hutchinson at that game. That game would have killed any potential interest that Omari Hutchinson would have had in Mönchengladbach, right? And would have obviously propelled Stuttgart even more in the race for Omari Hutchinson. Ajax and Feyenoord, boy, are two very good options that even further complicate the matter even more, ladies and gentlemen, because a two big football club that we play in a big football league. It's just as simple as that. And what makes it even more a big deal for him to potentially go to an Ajax or Feyenoord is the track record, the Eredivisie, and also those two clubs in particular, especially Ajax, their track record when it comes to developing young talent. Especially Ajax, it's second to none. Ajax is a club, it's a massive stepping stone. People get caught up in what is taking place here and now. Yes, Ajax had their struggles this season, but generally speaking, this is a club that players go to and end up, one, improving their game and becoming significantly better players, and two, especially young players, and two, this is a club that big clubs in Europe target. Players always go to Ajax and end up leaving and going to the biggest clubs in Europe. That's a fact. That track record is there, that trend and that pattern is there. If Omari Hutchinson goes to especially at Ajax and develops how many foresee him developing, the next step, 9 out of 10 chances, will be a big football club in a top 5 league in Europe. That's just the track record of Ajax. And because Ajax and Feyenoord to a lesser extent have that track record, what especially Ajax did this season, in my humble opinion, is a bit irrelevant. Obviously Feyenoord has been flying in recent times as well, finished second in the Eredivisie this season, and has won it, the season before. Yeah, the season before they won it. So, boy, I don't know where Omari Hutchinson I got choose. Me personally, I'd probably give the edge to Stuttgart, but this is not a clear-cut decision. And then finances and financial numeration is in the mix as well. By the way, most of these clubs, from my understanding of it, the argument is a loan move, or what is on the table is a loan move, because it looked like Chelsea not really that interested in letting him go at this time, and he has 1 year left on his Chelsea contract. So, I don't know, probably Chelsea is going to try and extend that, because them not really seem too keen on selling Omari Hutchinson, even though despite him have the 1 year left. Omari Hutchinson has a big decision to make, ladies and gentlemen, a huge decision. Very complicated, very complex, very nuanced decision. You know, a lot of pros, more pros than cons to most of those football clubs that I just listed. How am I going to choose between especially Stuttgart, Ajax, and Feyenoord? Boy, it's a tough decision. It's a tough decision. Hopefully, the decision that Omari makes, the young reggae boy makes, will do him, will serve to his best interest, and will have the best impact on his career. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Knock up the likes button, subscribe, and share to the Formula Sports channel. Free and easy ways to support the channel. Stay safe, guys. Take care. And until next time.